Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda.
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda.
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda.
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna. Now we are starting from today some lectures on Navadvip Dham, Jagannath Puri Dham, and maybe also Rimuna Dham, because we are going on a yatra, and some people don't know about these dhams. So we are reading from two books. One is Navadvip Dham Mahatmya by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and by a book called Goradesh. This will discuss about Mayapur and Navadvip Dham, and other islands. So as we mentioned that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Channavatar. Because he's Channavatar, not much is known in the Shastra. Neither about him, nor his dham, nothing. Some hints are given, Chandogya Upanishad, other books. And so we got this information from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one of our acharyas in the parampara, through whom this knowledge was revealed. What was revealed to him? Conversation between Lord Nityananda and Jiva Goswami and Haridas Thakur. And so while Nityananda spoke everything about Navadvip Dham, everything was recorded. Everything was revealed about Navadvip. In the conversation, he explained in detail, this is Ganga, where's Jagai Ghat, where is the house, where is the place where Mahaprabhu met Nityananda, and like that all the different Leela places were revealed. And so now we are reading that conversation after many years. Okay, this is in Navadvip Dham Mahatmya. So now we'll read chapter 1 and 2 of this book. It's important to know about the Dham because for Gaudiyas, our Siddhanta is encapsulated in that shloka of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Aradhya Bhagavan Vraje Shatanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Vrajavadu Vargena Vakalpita. So we worship Krishna, son of Nanda Maharaj, and his Dham, Tadhama Vrindavanam. So similarly, we worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his Dham, Navadvip Dham. And Navadvip Dham, we'll read now, is the most powerful Dham in Kali Yuga. It's specially meant for Kali Yuga. So, beginning on Navadvip Mahatmya, Parikram Khan, chapter 1, general glorification. Bhaktivinoda Thakur first is speaking his own realization before beginning the conversation that took place between Nityananda, where he was speaking about the Dham. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is revealed to us in his song that he himself is a Manjari. That means in Goloka he had a service of directly serving the gopis who serve Krishna. So he incarnated in the form of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but he is actually an eternal resident of Goloka and of Navadvip, because Navadvip is the residence of Krishna Lila appear again in Gaura Lila. Okay, so Parikram Khan, chapter 1, general glorification. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, the moon of Navadvip, and the son of Mother Shachi. All glories to Nityananda Rai, the Avadhut. All glories to Sri Advaita, the Supreme Lord. All glories to Sri Gadadhar and Srivas Pandit. All glories to Navadvip Dham, the essence of all dhams. And all glories to the residents of Navadvip. Offering obeisance to the feet of all devotees, I will now briefly describe Sri Navadvip Dham. It's a short explanation. Even the Devatas headed by Lord Brahma do not know the unlimited glories of Navadvip Mandal. So who can possibly describe the Dham fully? Since the thousand-mouthed Shesha cannot describe it completely, how can I, an insignificant living entity, do so? Even Lord Shiva can find no end to the unlimited glories of Navadvip Dham. Nevertheless, the desire of Sri Chaitanya is powerful, and according to his wish, the devotees have given me an order. Therefore, by the mercy of the devotees, I hereby describe the glories of Nadia. Nadia is even today the district where Navadvipa is. Navadvipa is in what is today known as West Bengal. In West Bengal, there are different provinces. One province is Nadia. So in Nadia is Navadvipa. Practically, Nadia is called Nadia because there are many rivers. Okay. There is one topic I would like to mention as it is a confidential matter. I hesitate to disclose it. But on the other hand, I cannot resist telling it. For Lord Chaitanya instructed his devotees to publicize the glories of his pastimes and abode after his disappearance. So Mahaprabhu instructed all his associates that after he goes, you should publicize everything. At that time when he came, not to reveal the identity. Once, in one Leela, one close associate of Mahaprabhu told him that I know that you are Krishna. And he closed his ears and ran away from there. He came as a devotee. He did not want to hear. At the same time, to some very confidential devotees, he revealed his form as Radha Krishna. To someone, he revealed his form as Varaha. And he also manifested the Virat Roop to another associate. Though Sri Chaitanya is the most concealed of all avatars, I know well that he is all in all, because his confidential activities are described ambiguously in Shastra. The non-devotees are unable to realize them. Because Mahaprabhu is not directly mentioned, so people in general, they are not able to realize about him. For a long time, Maya Devi kept hidden the confidential scriptures that describe Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. These topics are described in both unmanifest scriptures, which were scattered here and there, as well as manifest scriptures. Maya kept all these scriptures hidden from view by covering the eyes of the scholars. You have to understand what we mean by Maya. Maya has two forms. One Maya is Mahamaya, other is Yoga Maya. So Mahamaya means what is covering the people who are inimical to Krishna. But Yoga Maya is that Maya which helps in Krishna's Leela and Avatar's Leela. So Yoga Maya covers the Jiva so that they don't know that he is God. So he can do his Leela. After Gauranga completed his pastimes on earth, however, his obedient servant Maya Devi understood the desire of the Lord. She lifted the veil of illusion from the eyes of the living entities and revealed the true nature of Sri Gauranga within the material universe. Thus, the hidden meaning in the scriptures became easily revealed. Then Maya revealed all the details about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and arguments inhibiting understanding Lord Chaitanya were dispelled. When all the quotes came out from Shastra, then people could not say that Krishna is not, Mahaprabhu is not Krishna. It was the all-merciful Nityananda Prabhu who revealed the truth about Gauranga in the hearts of the living entities. On his command, Maya pulled away the covering so that the pure devotee scholars could receive this precious treasure of the scriptures. If one remains doubtful in spite of scriptural evidence, he is most unfortunate and useless. Why should he continue living? When Nityananda Prabhu distributed the mercy, the fortunate living entities accepted and reached perfection of happiness. Everyone should know the symptoms of the unfortunate living entity. It is he who is overconfident of the power of his own intelligence. We cannot find God with our intelligence. It has to be revealed by God. Such a person rejects the mercy of the Lord, and by the force of false logic, he falls repeatedly into the pit of illusion. Come, spirit souls of Kali Yuga, give up the hypocrisy. Just accept the pure ecstatic love of Sri Gauranga. In this way, Nityananda Prabhu would call out again and again, but still unfortunate living entities do not accept. Now let us consider carefully why the people do not accept such a wonderful prem. In pursuit of happiness, living entities in the material world follow different processes. Actually, I'm going to skip now because we just want to read about Navadvipa Dham, and there'll be a lot here. Okay. Listen everyone to one more confidential topic. The most suitable thing for the souls of Kali Yuga is the treasure of Gauranga Leela. Gaura Hari is the combined form of Radha and Krishna who eternally enjoy pastimes in Vrindavan with the Sakhis. The truth of Radha and Krishna's eternal pastimes and the glories of Vrajadhama known to everyone through the scriptures, Shastra. But the unlimited glories of Krishna's name and abode are not known through scripture by people all over the universe. Actually, obtaining Krishna Prem is not at all common. It's not easy to attain Krishna Prem. Herein lies a secret which the living entities bound by mind cannot discern. One who does not attain Prem after worshipping Krishna birth after birth has certainly committed heaps of offenses. For only by chanting Krishna's name without offense can one attain Krishna Prem. Sri Chaitanya's incarnation is most uncommon. By his mercy, a serious person, though filled with offense, can quickly obtain Prem. Very important point in Kali Yuga. It says here, by his mercy, a serious person, though filled with offense, can attain Prem. Mahaprabhu sees what is our desire. The desire that we want to come to Krishna, then even if we have so much offenses, we have so many obstacles, but Mahaprabhu, he gives us the way to attain spiritual perfection, to obtain prema. When someone calls out the names of Nitai and Chaitanya, Krishna Prem comes looking for him. Offenses do not hinder his progress. So if someone worships Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and shouts Chaitanya, Nityananda like that, then offenses do not hinder his progress. Okay? So again we can chant Chaitanya, Nityananda. Say. No, it says loudly. Yeah. So Krishna Prem will come looking for you. It's saying here. Okay. By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, all offenses quickly flee away. The heart becomes pure and prema fully blossoms. Of course, you have to chant again and again. Not now. We are giving class after. Because people in Kali Yuga commit unlimited offenses which are difficult to check. There can be no means of deliverance other than Gauranga's name. If we want to find a way to attain Krishna in a different way other than Gauranga, it's not possible, because in Kali Yuga we do so many offenses. It's not possible. It's saying here. There's no other way except Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name, Gauranga's name. Therefore in Kali Yuga I see no alternative to Sri Gauranga. This is also the proclamation of the Shastra, scripture. Now I'm just going to the Navadvipa Dham. He who lives in Navadvipa Dham is very fortunate, for he achieves attraction for Krishna. When we go to Navadvipa Dham, our attraction for Krishna increases. He who happens to go there becomes free from offenses. Just by going there, our aparadha offenses are gone. One attains by traveling to all holy places. What attains by traveling to all holy places is attained just by remembering Navadvipa. Remember Navadvipa? Yeah. So then we attain the benefit of going to all holy places. In this way the scriptures sing, he who sees Navadvipa Dham gets ecstatic love for Krishna birth after birth just by going to Navadvipa. Even one who goes to Navadvipa desiring to attain material comforts through karma yoga will not take another birth. The Shastra says that one who walks around Navadvipa attains the fruits of millions of Ashwamedh Yajnas at every step. For one who lives in Navadvipa and chants mantras, the mantras becomes Chaitanya, and he easily gets free from Maya. Even if we chant other mantras, it becomes Chaitanya, and we become free from Maya. What yogis obtain after 10 years at other tirthas is obtained in 3 nights in Navadvipa. That liberation attained by Brahman realization at other holy places is obtained simply by bathing in Ganga at Navadvipa. Thus, all types of liberation, Salokya, Sarupya, Sarshti, Samipya, and Nirvan can be obtained in Navadvipa without the practice of Gyan. Normally, you have to do Gyan too. Falling at the feet of the pure devotees in Navadvipa, Bhukti, Mukti, that means personified material enjoyment and liberation, remain there as obedient servants. Not caring for their blessings, devotees kick them away, but still they do not leave the devotees' feet. The fruits obtained by staying 100 years at the 7 holy cities can be obtained by staying 1 night in Navadvipa. Krishna willing, we will stay 3 nights. In conclusion, Navadvipa is the topmost tirtha. Taking shelter, by the way, the 7 holy places are given here: Ayodhya, Mathura, Haridwar, Kashi, Kanchi, Avanti, Ujjain, and Dwarka. In conclusion, Navadvip is the topmost tirtha. Taking shelter of it, living entities can cross the material ocean in Kali Yuga. We have to take shelter of Navadvip. That means we go there. Also, we speak about it. We remember it. In this way, take shelter. Of course, we cannot live there. We have to preach. Okay, so at this place, Tarak, the name of Ram, which gives liberation, and Parak, the name of Krishna, which gives prema, always serve residents of the Dham. This Tarak and Parak is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the details. Okay, this is end of chapter 1. Now, of course, some of you know. Those who don't know, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna's incarnation in Kali Yuga, and he came as a hidden avatar. He performed Leelas 537 years ago. He appeared. And so, he came to show us how to be a devotee of Krishna. Prabhupada said just by following his example, we can become pure devotees. And his teachings are the topmost teachings in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, that was the introduction. Now, more about Navadvip Dham. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is speaking, because this whole book is about Navadvip Dham. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, the moon of Navadvip, Navadvip Chandra, and the son of Mother Shachi. All glories to Nityananda Rai, the Avadhut. All glories to Navadvip Dham, the essence of all abodes. Who has the ability to describe the truth of Navadvip? Navadvip Dham within Gauda Mandala. You see, Gauda Mandala is greater part of the holy Dham. Many Dhams are in Gauda Mandala. Navadvip is one small area, but Gauda Mandala is a bigger. It will be written here. Navadvip Dham within Gauda Mandala is served by the Ganga and situated in eternal splendor. Gauda Mandala is 168 miles in circumference round. Okay? Within the Ganga running through the center. Gauda Mandala takes the form of 100 petal lotus with the most beautiful Navadvip in the center. The circumference of the central stamen of the flower, or Antardvip, is 10 miles. Antardvip is where birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is located. We'll see that. Antardvip is 10 miles in circumference. If we go round Antardvip, it's 10 miles. Okay. And the circumference of the 8-petal flower, Navadvip, is 32 miles. Outside this are the 100 petals of Gauda Mandala, whose circumference measures 168 miles. According to the scriptures, the diameter of Gauda Mandala is 56 miles. Radius is 28 miles. Many numbers, remember them. Huh? Center point situated within Navadvip is Yogpit, the sacred spiritual abode where the Lord advented. The Lord appeared in Yogapit, which is right near to ISKCON. Not so near, we'll see that. So that is located near ISKCON. That is the center of the Navadvip Gauda Mandala, whole Dham. Whole of Gauda Mandala is Chintamani, touchstone, yielding all desires. Gauda Mandala is spiritual, opulent, effulgent. This is Chintamani. But we cannot see it if we are contaminated. It means we will not see it basically. The Dham is full of knowledge and bliss and is completely spiritual. The water, land, trees, everything in Dham is spiritual, unlike the dull matter of the material world. When we enter Navadvip, you have to understand, we are not on this planet. We are not in the material world. It is spiritual world. Okay. So the tree, the land, the river is everything spiritual. All is present in the Dham are Krishna's three energies, Sandhini, Samvit, Hladini. Krishna's original energy, Swarup Shakti, manifest in these three divisions. Of these, Sandhini Shakti is the existence. It supports all existence, finds its perfect function in manifesting the eternal Dham. In that position, the Dham acts eternally. So Krishna has different spiritual energy. One of them is Sandhini Shakti. Sandhini is the Shakti by which Krishna maintains spiritual world and material in a material sense. So it says here that eternally this Dham is existing by the Sandhini potency and as the base or support for the Lord's appearance and activities. All this is the action of the inconceivable energy of the Lord, which is anti-material and completely transcendental. Now, we are going to the Dham, some things we have to understand, so this is important. One who sees the activities of material nature in the Dham is a conditioned soul under the influence of ignorance and illusion. In the Dham, everything is spiritual, but we'll see material, we shouldn't think it's normal. Okay, when a person's vision is covered by a cloud, he may think that the sun is covered, but actually the sun can never be covered by a cloud. In the same way, only person whose vision is covered by the cloud of illusion, only persons whose vision is covered by the cloud of illusion see the transcendental form of Goda Mandala as a transformation of material energy. When we go, we'll see a normal place, but that is because we are conditioned. Whoever gets the mercy of Lord Nityananda can see the blissful Dham as fully spiritual. By Nityananda's mercy, we'll understand, be able to see the Dham. So the practice is that when we go to the Dham, we have to go in a very spiritual mood. And we are going to be reading every day, 1 hour. We'll read, we'll do a lot of kirtan, we'll attend Mangal Arati and have classes. And that way, in a spiritual mind, then we will feel some presence of the Dham. Otherwise, it will not be proper. Okay, so holy rivers such as Ganga and Yamuna, as well as the 7 holy cities headed by Prayag, are all situated in various places within Navadvipa Dham. One who is fortunate can see this pure realm, Goda Mandala, is directly the spiritual world. Following the order of the Lord, Maya, the shadow of Lord Swarup Shakti, spread her influence of illusion. She covers the eyes of living entities who have turned away from the Lord, so they are unable to see the glories of spiritual Dham. The more we are conditioned, the more we will not see all these things and consider Navadvip very normal. This is Maya's trick to cover us, because one is not attracted to the Lord. Those who always reside in Goda Mandala are the most fortunate people in the world. The Devatas in the heavenly planets see them as having beautiful 4-handed forms of blackish complexion. So those who stay in the Navadvip, in the Dham, it says here, they have spiritual form with 4 hands, like Vishnu. Within the 16 kroshas, 1 krosha is 2 miles, of Navadvip, the numerous residents who are golden in complexion constantly engage in congregational chanting of the Lord's holy names. Brahma and other devatas come from outer space and worship them in various ways. So devotees, demigods come. We may not see them. They come and they worship the residents. It says here the residents are golden in complexion. They're speaking about even Adi Navadvip, located in Shvetadvip, in one part of Goloka. Lord Brahma prays, when will I become so fortunate to take birth as a blade of grass in Navadvip Dham? Then I will receive the dust from the feet of the devotees who are engaged in serving the lotus feet of Lord Gauranga. Just by becoming grass, all the devotees walk, so the dust will come on him. That's what he wants. Alas, Lord Chaitanya has cheated me, for he has placed me in charge of the management of the universe. When will the knots of my karma be cut? When will my mind be purified as I give up my false pride? And when will the illusion that I am the supreme authority cease as I become a pure servant under the shelter of Gauranga's lotus feet? The Devas, Rishis and Rudras always reside in different parts of Navadvip. In Bhaktisiddhanta's time, there is one Leela that he woke up at night suddenly and started walking. And then his personal servant followed him. Then he was located in Chaitanya Mat. We'll go there. He was in Navadvip. And then this servant followed him quietly behind. And then Bhaktisiddhanta came to one room full of people. They were wearing white and effulgent and bright. And they were looking very beautiful. So they all bowed down and he bowed down. And they said, we are very fortunate to see you, because he's incarnation of one of Krishna's confidential servants, servant of the servant. So then he replied, I am confidential to see you, residents of Shvetadvip. They had come from Goloka, Shvetadvip, to see him. It's mentioned, Devatas are there in Navadvip. Okay. As long as the body conscious is not given up and humility does not awaken, one cannot obtain the treasure of Sri Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda's mercy, no matter what efforts one makes, even if he be Shiva or Brahma. All this will be explained later. Oh brother, just hear with faith and attention. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, hear with faith and attention. In these spiritual topics, one should avoid mundane logic. He will receive nothing. But by giving up false argument and taking guidance of sadhu and shastra, one will soon receive Sri Chaitanya. For on the order of Nityananda Prabhu, the Shruti, the Vedas, Smriti, Puranas, and Tantra Shastra are continuously singing the glories of Navadvipa Dham. By reading these scriptures and accepting the words of the devotees, one will realize the truth of Navadvipa. In Kali Yuga, all holy places are weak. All holy places are weak. Only Navadvipa is supremely strong. As Kali goes, we are not having that qualification, and it's on many holy rivers are not there. You know, however, we want to bathe in Saraswati. Where is it? Okay. Ganga, Yamuna is there, but now there is factory waste, so people are not bathing. And some places you can bathe, but you know, this is happening now in the Dham. Externally, they cannot touch the eternal Navadvipa, where the Nitya Leela is going on. So, all the Dhams are weak, but Navadvipa is supremely strong. By the Lord's desire, however, this Tirtha was invisible for a long time. Its glories lay unrevealed. When the influence of Kali Yuga increased, naturally other holy places lost their power. So everyone went to other Dhams, and Navadvipa was covered. That was Mahaprabhu's plan. Ganga rose up and covered it. Then it went down, came down. Gradually all the places were revealed. As Navadvipa became revealed, all other holy places, they went down. Actually, it's desired by Mahaprabhu that everyone goes there, Navadvipa. At that time, desiring the good fortune of all living entities, the Supreme Lord thought, upon diagnosing a disease, a doctor prescribes an appropriate medicine. Accordingly, a medicine is given for a severe disease. Now that Kali Yuga has become terrible and the disease is serious, there will be no relief without a strong medicine. If I do not reveal the Dham, the name and my form, which I have been holding secretly for so long, how will the living entities ever recover? Living entities are my servants and I am their Lord. If I do not help them, who will deliver them? Saying this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on earth. Kali Yuga became so bad that Krishna thought like this, that if I don't help, who will help them? They are so deep in Maya. So he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on earth with his name. Krishna came in, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the name came. In this incarnation, I will freely distribute. Okay, the Lord promised He will always deliver the living entities from troubles of material existence. So Mahaprabhu, if we take shelter, then these troubles of material existence will be removed, he says. Gauranga said, without considering who is fit and who is unfit, in this incarnation I will freely distribute the treasure of love, which is rarely attained by even Brahma. It's difficult to attain spiritual perfection, to attain prema, love of Krishna. It's so many things we have to do. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that if you want it, He'll give it. Just we have to come approach Him, worship Him. That what Gaudiyas do, we'll put Radha Krishna and everyone, but we must put Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Through him, we can attain Krishna. How is it possible? Without considering who is fit and who is unfit, I will distribute the treasure of love, which is rarely attained even by Brahma. I will see how Kali can destroy these living entities. So Mahaprabhu challenging Kali. He is Krishna. I will see how Kali can destroy the living entities. I will manifest Navadvipa Dham and break the poison teeth of Kali by performing kirtan of my holy name. As long as my name is sung, Kali will be controlled. As long as we are singing Hare Krishna, then Kali will be controlled. Saying this, Gaurahari appeared in the beginning of Kali Yuga in Navadvipa by his own internal potency, withdrawing the covering of illusion. Gaurachanda revealed his eternal pastimes in Gauramandala. I see no one in Kali Yuga more unfortunate than that lamentable, wretched person who does not worship such a merciful Lord as Sri Chaitanya, or who rejects such an inconceivable Dham as Navadvipa. I am again repeating the words because people, English is not first language, they may be wondering what I am saying. So I'll repeat everything I'm saying again. So here he's saying that the person who doesn't accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Navadvip is very unfortunate. No one more unfortunate than him. Therefore give up all other desires and attractions. Simply fix your mind on Navadvip Dham. Just meditate on Navadvip. Actually we do that when we sing the songs. Gaudiya Vaishnava songs. We just speak about Navadvip again and again. Now from chapter 3, Parikram of the Dham. Actually what happened is that Nityananda himself took Jiva Goswami around the Dham and revealed it to him. Explained him all the places of pastime. That was recorded. Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw that conversation and then he wrote it down. This way we know where everything is. And every year now also in ISKCON, they conduct the parikram of Navadvip exactly like that. Same way. Okay, now we read from this book. Now we'll read one short paragraph about how Radharani created the Dham actually. Navadvip Dham. This would be referring to Goloka in the Leela, but then that Dham came now here. Okay, this is been reading from Godadesh, but I have to find out. As far as I think, it's from this book only. So actually it's a long pastime. Should I read the whole thing? Okay. When Krishna descends, his abode plus all his associates and other paraphernalia also descend with him and manifest in his holy dham within the material realm. When Krishna comes, his dham comes, all devotees. Navadvip Dham, however, was created by Srimati Radharani to allure Krishna away from another lover. Lord Shiva described the pastime when he was extolling the glories of Navadvip Dham to Parvati. Lord Shiva spoke this pastime. As a bee plays in a lotus, so Lord Shiva, Krishna was enjoying with Viraja in the pleasant forest groves of Vrindavan. Moon-faced, doe-eyed Radhika heard this news from one Sakhi and hastily ran to find Krishna. Now, I heard from one Acharya, when Leelas like this happen, it's not that Radharani is jealous, but she's just thinking, I can serve Krishna best, so why is he going here and there? I can serve him best, so I should be there. And so he hastily ran. Seeing that Radha was coming, Krishna suddenly disappeared. And Viraja, who he was with, became a river. She became a river. Viraja, river, between material and spiritual. Radha again heard that Krishna was enjoying with Viraja, but when she arrived there, she could not find him. Again, second time. Absorbed in thought of Krishna, Radhika began to think how to attract him away from Viraja. The reason is this. She wanted to serve him. She knew how to. Greatest devotee. So, she gathered her Sakhis together between the Ganga and Yamuna rivers. That is in actually now. You know, you saw a picture of Navadvip? You know what is Ganga Yamuna? Bhagirathi, Jalangi. Between there, that land. That is where Navadvip is. She created a beautiful place decorated with creepers and trees and filled with male and female bumblebees. Deer and bucks were happily enjoying as they wandered about, and the whole area was filled with the fragrance of jasmine, malika and malati flowers. The transcendental abode was adorned with tulasi forests and decorated with groves. Remember I said, what is grove? Kunj. What is it, Hindi? Kunj. Like a one. No, not tulsi, but generally grove, forest, mean a group of clump of trees and bushes which creates one hidden area which one can enter and will not be seen. So Vrindavan is full of that for Krishna's Leela, enjoyment. On Radhika's order, Ganga and Yamuna with their pleasant water and banks acted as a moat to protect the garden. They blocked people from entering. Of course, water is there, so they couldn't cross. Cupid, Kamadev himself, along with springtime, eternally resides there, and the birds constantly sing the auspicious name of Krishna. This is not that material Kamadev, spiritual. Radha, dressed in a cloth, colorful cloth, then began to play a beautiful melody on a flute in order to attract Krishna. Attracted by the melody, Krishna appeared in the enchanting place. Radha, the attract of Krishna's mind, seeing that Krishna had come, held his hand and experienced ecstatic delight. Then Krishna, understanding Radha's mood, spoke in a voice choked with love. O lovely face Radha, you are my very life. There is no one more dear to me than you. Therefore, I will never leave you. Just for me, you have created the wonderful place. Staying with you, I will transform this place, filling it with new sakhis and groves. Devotees will glorify this place as New Vrindavan, Nava Vrindavan. As this place is like an island or dweep, the wise will call it Navadvipa. By my order, all holy places will reside here. Actually, it's true. If you go on Navadvipa Parikram, I went, they'll tell you this is Kurukshetra, this is Mathura, I know where's Mathura, Jagannath Puri, everything is there, all there manifest. So when you go Navadvipa Parikram, it's spiritually very powerful. By my order, all holy places will reside. Because you have created the place for my pleasure, I will live here eternally. Krishna will be there in Navadvipa. Those people who come here and worship us will certainly obtain our eternal service in the mood of the Sakhis. So in Navadvipa, we go and worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Dasya Bhav. Chaitanya Nitai. We serve them, the deity, we glorify them, we help them propagating the movement. Like now we go distributing books and preaching. We are helping Chaitanya and Nityananda in their mission to propagate Sankirtan movement. Okay, so those who do that, they will get Krishna Prem in the mood of the Sakhis and Gopis. Not that we directly go there and become Gopis and not like that. That's not possible. Our situation is very difficult. But we have to enter Chaitanya Leela. And in doing so, we will enter Krishna Leela. This is the system in Kali Yuga. Not to approach Krishna directly. So here, even in our morning Guru Vashtak, the second verse, the Guru Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita, he's singing and dancing. He's singing, glorifying Mahaprabhu. Kirtana Nitya Gita. Yeah, I'll be looked it up. Yeah, so the second verse, already we see the Guru is engaged in glorifying Mahaprabhu. So we are worshiping Mahaprabhu even by singing in the morning. Okay. Oh dear Radha, like Vrindavan, this place is extremely pure. If anyone comes here just once, he will obtain the result of going to all holy places once. But we hopefully don't go once. Go again. He will quickly attain devotional service which satisfies us. So Lord Shiva narrated this to Parvati. O Parvati, Lord Shiva continued, I have described to you the reason for the appearance of Navadvipa. When heard by mankind, this narration removes all sins and bestows devotional service. You heard, huh? Yeah. So whoever rises early in the morning and with devotion to Gaura recites or hears the story of Navadvip's creation will certainly attain Gauranga Prem. You are fortunate. I am not. I was saying it. You heard. Okay, so we'll stop today for this narration. And tomorrow we'll continue with the different islands individually. Navadvipa has how many islands? How many, Satish? Huh? Navadvipa. How many islands? Dweep is island. How many islands are there? So Nava means Nava. 9 islands. Each one is representing one of the aspects of devotional service. Navavida Bhakti, which is given by Prahlad Maharaj in Bhagavatam. Okay. So, Shri Navadvip Dham ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Just one more thing here, that the revival of Navadvip Dham, because when Mahaprabhu left, it was covered. Okay, so when the Lord disappears, by his desire, Ganga will swell. This is a future tense, because Nityananda was telling Jiva Goswami at that time, the Ganga will almost cover Mayapur for 100 years, then the water will again recede. For some time, only the place will remain devoid of houses. Only for some time there will be no houses. Then again, by the Lord's desire, this place will become prominent. People will start to live like before. All the ghats on the bank of Ganga will again be manifest. Even now, many ghats are there. People know this ghat, that ghat. And the devotees will build temples of the Lord. Okay, now, it says here, so Nityananda Prabhu is saying, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's temple. So Nityananda Prabhu is saying, one exceedingly wonderful temple will appear, from which Gauranga's eternal service will be preached. This is a prediction. Actually, we are thinking this is that temple being built now in ISKCON. Very big temple. Prodha Maya and Vriddha Shiva will again come and perform the duty of revealing the spiritual Dham according to the Lord's desire. Then again, later, Prodha Maya, form of Maya, and Lord Shiva, they will again reveal Dham. In this way, by the Lord's wish, devotees will reveal the lost places. Know this for certain, at the end of 400 years, the task of recovering the lost tirthas will begin. So, yeah, Dhams are sometimes manifest, other times unmanifest. Okay, so by the desire of the Lord. So now it became revealed. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was instructed to reveal Navadvipa Dham again, and he did it. Okay. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Navadvipa Dham ki jai.